Jumping into a big dollar. I'm gonna have some haters on this one, or ones who don't care, I guess. If you don't care, you ain't gotta jump up in here. They already got gang stalkers. I got a man for you. You gotta be a pedophile, gay motherfucker. We celebrating this bitch, man. You can feel all the energy. Anyone who's weak and wicked and still touching and tapping into their light body energy. You can feel it. It's evident. But for those who don't know, you ain't gonna know shit. Because you're desensitized. That's the whole thing. They want to keep you desensitized. Look at these men over here, man, staring at me and shit. They staring at me in the mirrors in the gym. I'm like, dude, you're swole. What the fuck's wrong with you looking at? Why are you looking at me for? Well, you know, it just lets you know. I'm gonna break it down with the cluster B personality disorder. Everybody got it, nigga. Everybody got it. Everybody got that cluster. It's just that we're bold enough to point it out. Because, you know, we're gonna look at the good, the bad, and the ugly within our own self. A lot of our Caribbean brothers, they want to side with, they're going with the Africans, and I understand, you know. But they also see that they got a little extra bump in them as well. But they all took that treaty, you know. Them treaties, man. They all took them treaties, good dog. People nervous too, man. Yeah, these people nervous. I can feel it. You know, the men are, you know. In this world, in this day and age, man, you know, I don't look for people to try to understand. I don't, me and my people, we don't have to entertain, man. We've been entertaining for so long already. We don't have to entertain nobody no more. They cluster B personality disorder. You got people already gaslighting and projecting, telling how, you know, they don't want to be like black folks. It's cool. We call for no contact, separation. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta talk. We ain't gotta communicate. We ain't even gotta go to Africa. G. They already had a travel ban over there, so they don't understand how deep the empire is in America is. Anyways, if America wasn't under control, I mean, shit, they had to get that under control first, because that's the empire of the whole world. It wasn't they brought somebody over to a barren land and made these niggas build some shit. No, they had enlightened people, man. These niggas are what they call Hebrews, organic Hebrews. These niggas is basically true natural masons. You know what I mean? Architect builders, the architectures. You know, already had a lot of things. That's why motherfuckers needed them to build the true Israelites. They're Israelites all over the world. They're just not in Africa. They're all over the world. They're all over the world. You know what I'm saying? So the ones that are in Africa, they use those to help build their little shits too. And then some of them genes are still over there. Those are the genes that are trying to get connected to the ones who had the whole land of Israelites, the whole land of faiths, which is Watama, America. Peace. You know, so because it's a separate thing. We had a unity going on in America. We weren't murder, death, killing each other, G. We was unity. We never bribed each other. We didn't have to bribe none of that shit. We already had extreme, very advanced mining. A mining culture already. We already dug into the earth, man. You can see his quarries all over the United States. You think white folks did that shit? They didn't learn nothing. We taught them. And so we were kind. That's all. But even in our kindness, we were still a little bit on our narcissistic, you know, cluster B side. Most High only seen that. Everybody else couldn't really see it to each other. Most High seen it. But once we heal now, man, it's gonna be no contact for real. We're not even gonna be communicating with motherfuckers no more until they raise up in the Kundalini, meaning that they got to be celibate. Meaning that you ain't gotta come to our land, motherfucker. You ain't gotta come where we at. You don't need to marry none of our women to get into our land, to get the jobs, you know, whatever it is. You know, I mean, I don't hate nobody either. Just like they say, we don't hate Black Americans. We just don't care. Okay, we don't need nobody in the land caring. Shit, don't care that, and don't come over and help cultivate, because they have been marketing to niggas to come over to Africa who's never been united to do things, to bring their knowledge, wisdom, and understanding over, their enlightening talents, to help build something over there, to build, architecture, to build something that can last for generations, and basically to hope to unite Africa. Because they don't know how to do it. It's police that'll run up on you right away, and I don't give a fuck what country you're in. Motherfuckers see you, they run up on you right away. Why? They got custody personality. Just like police when they see niggas over in America. It's triggering. If they're not if they haven't went through the same hell you went through, it's triggering. So hence they want to know you. And to talk to a nigga, you gotta have a talk dirty on the side of you. Some heat. A nigga will talk to you anyways, but if you on some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta have a strap on you or something, man, because niggas ain't trying to play that shit. We know already what disrespect is, Yeah, so they trying to mess it up. But yeah, now we know what gaslighting is, like true gaslighting, And what the separate is gonna happen, we're just gonna separate. We're not gonna cry to go over to Africa. We wish the best. Long as it's not offensive to go and take from any other natural indigenous people in the world. This is what judgment's gonna come to play now. They know. And if the so-called Moors were the ones who helped us to create you gotta get into this, man, because it's more than the flesh. We have Orlando Brown coming out talking about spirit swapping bodies, man. They swapping bodies. We're trying to get you up to this point now, G. Because this is what's going on. They're showing you an avatar. They tried to do it, they couldn't do it, but they showed that it can't be done. All right? And they do this shit in hospices and hospitals all the time with newborn babies when they're born, G. You can't have no baby in a hospital, man. They know what the fuck they doing. This is a spiritual thing, and we're trying to get us up on the spiritual aspect. Because when you over in Africa and you don't have no ancestors over in Africa as a nigga, remember there was a war that went down and they ran niggas up out of there. We was over there civilizing, bringing food and animals and shit, showing them how to farm. Motherfuckers was hating on that shit, man. They weren't spiritually ripened as a people. Not to say that they're wicked and evil, they just weren't ripened enough yet. They haven't went through enough hell. So, when Leopold went down in the Congo, supposedly, he killed all these millions of Africans, man, to build up their false heavenly kingdom. Meaning that these mugs was already, that's how you build up false heavenly kingdoms, and real quick. You do massacres and shit, genocide. Then to get you to believe while you're in their heavens of a false god that you'll get to see later on if you crawl on your knees for thousands of paces to even size. So anyhow, though, their land is not all together with the all spirit. They never talk about the all spirit. I ain't never heard not one African none of the land talk about the all spirit unless it's from a false god named that Jibril came up with, or Luyaman came up with, Allah or the false Christ. We in America, Hiawatha, everybody know we had the great spirit, G. Named it after the sound, the wind that hits the rocks in the mountains, the sound that hits the trees, and the water that hits. We named the creator that because we had a direct connection to the Most High. We can hear the voice. Yeah, motherfuckers over in Africa, they can hear the voice of their ancestors. We can hear the voice of our ancestors too. Some of us can sing. But we also can hear the voice of the All Spirit. You're like, oh, you don't hear the voice of the All Spirit? If the All Spirit created everything that we see now, making a voice would be simple. Yeah, man. It's deep. So we can separate. No contact, dude. We ain't got to lip wrestle. That's gay. Lip wrestling online is gay. And our brothers and sisters like Dr. Umar, they gonna get in this thick ass head like, man, nigga, you from America, nigga. You just a sophisticated nigga over there on the East Coast and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas was a part of the laws and shit like that. We need you to talk right, But they want to downplay everything. Let them downplay it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. We're gonna get to cooking our food. We got our good foods again because we weren't eating the right way at a point in time anyways. We was fed the fucked up parts of the food. Then we started to get accustomed to it. Accustomed meaning something that we just put in, you know what I'm saying? But after a while, that shit starts to go away from you. You're like, hey, we need something right and exact in our system. We need to eat these fruits, berries, and these melons, man. Keep our kidneys filtered and make sure our blood is going right and keeping our lymph moving. That's what we need to be focused on. Celibacy, we've been molested in spirit format. Now we need to show what's going on in the world. You got motherfuckers that come in your house and want to get in your couch and be like, fuck your couch, nigga. All on your white ass couch. Like, nigga, you ain't never had a building like this out in your land. Nowhere, nigga. We introducing all, it's like we put up the nigga, we putting the nigga on all these thousands of years that they don't even remember and shit, of course, you know what I'm saying? Because when the so-called Caucasian was introduced to the world, everybody got a different doses of him. It's narcissists dealing with sociopathic narcissism. You know, some individuals got it. He was a weapon from the Moors. The Moors used this nigga to go around the world. Not to say that they overpowered the Moors. Nah, they ain't overpowered the Moors.